Hi, I'm Sharon.
Hi, I am Rich. Or hotter than hell.
Oh my
I don't
God.
mean that sexually. It's hot. Again.
Well, you're hot.
No, I'm not. I'm hot. I'm hot, but I'm hot. It's hot.
It's like podcasting in pea soup. And I'm so sorry for everybody is so sick of hearing about the weather because it's probably hot where you are. My apologies. It is wonderful weather for the pool, which is to my right.
With no one in it.
I know.
We should be in there recording and put the camera right there.
We could.
We'd be splashing around in it.
My knitting would get very wet.
Well, you could leave it on the deck.
I think after we record, this is going to be short because I'm hot. We're going to go in the pool because it's very hot.
I already have my bathing suit on.
You do have your bathing suit on. And your, like summery shirt, whatever. Yeah, we're all summery today. Anyway, this is a knitting show, not a show about the weather. It is Knit Style episode, oh my gosh.
What are we up to now? 7?
207.
Oh, I was right.
Wow.
I just forgot the 200.
Pretty sure it's 207. Although I did miss an episode, remember? I told you about that a few weeks back.
Why don't we just say 206?
Because I can't change it now. It's just going to be forever known as the lost episode. 196 is the lost episode.
Well, if I'm here 20 years from now, they'll discover it and look, lost episode of Knit Style discovered. Not that anyone will give it. Leave that chair alone because you're going to fall again.
I know.
You can't leave well enough alone.
I can't. I'm a fusser. All right, so we had a lovely lunch today. We went to our favorite restaurant, our favorite chain restaurant, which is
Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory. We talk about it all the time.
Hummingbird.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're so
there he goes.
fast.
I'm going to follow him.
You're going to follow. They're so beautiful. Anyway, so we had a lovely lunch, and you had a martini. You're second in like 6 weeks. You're not really drinking martinis.
No.
And I had some cheesecake, even though I'm on Weight Watchers, but I did count it in my points, so we're good.
I had flatbread. That was pretty good.
Yeah, you had a flatbread.
Extremely low cal.
I had the kale salad. I get that all the time. It's yummy. All right, so
what was it like when we left the restaurant?
What was it like?
When we walked over towards the mall.
I don't know. What was it like?
It was like when we were in Florida and we go to the outlet mall that's outside. That's what it felt like.
Yeah,
hot, humid, and just ugh.
It definitely felt like Florida weather today. Crazy.
Every day.
Every day. All right, so I have a giveaway.
Another one?
Well, I'm picking for the one last week, and I do have a new one.
Oh.
So last week's giveaway was a beautiful skein of sock yarn from Knit Crate. Knit Crate sends me yarn for free.
And a free ticket to Vienna.
Wish. And I give away the yarn on the show, and it is beautiful yarn. If you are interested in a Knit Crate subscription, you can click the link down below and use the coupon code down below and get 20% off your first order. So I did the random YouTube number generator, and the winner... Oh, I asked you guys what needles you like, knitting needles, and the winner is Charlene Richards. Congratulations. Please contact me on Ravelry, Stitch Mistress over there, or you can send me an email at sharon@knitstyleyarns.com. And Charlene likes Chowgu needles.
She likes what?
Chowgu needles.
Oh, I like that too. With a little Mughal Gai pen on the side. It's always good.
Chowgu, I believe, are made in China. And I have to say, reading through the comments of everyone who was telling me their favorite needle, Chowgu dominated. I'd say 90% Chowgu are their favorite.
Oh.
So let me tell you my feelings about Chowgu. I have tried Chowgu. I don't like them, but it's for personal preference. They're too sharp, number one. I like a more blunt point. I don't like the cord. It's too stiff for me. And I don't like the material that they make the metal tips out of. It doesn't have enough slip for me. So I am not a fan of Chowgu, but that's okay. for my reasons not liking them, you guys like them. So that's just fine.
Speaking of needles, I found those on the floor.
What needles? Get them for me.
I found these needles laying on the
Oh,
floor.
thank
They
God.
could be very easily lost.
I was actually looking for these.
That's
Where
like-
did you find them?
Over here on the deck
Oh, on
floor.
that side. Okay, so when I correct mistakes and I rip out, what I often do is I take a smaller needle and I insert the smaller needle into the stitches. Pro tip, because you're less likely to lose your stitches that way, because the needle that you're using, the size that you're using, will generally pull at those stitches because it's big, you know what I mean, to fit in, and very often you'll have dropped stitches. So I use a smaller needle. So then what I do, when the smaller needle gets inserted into my row that I need to reknit, I reknit the row with my regular size needle, and it doesn't affect the gauge at all. Your gauge is affected by the needle that is the working needle. But very often, what I did the other day, I was sitting here and I ripped out some stitches and I inserted a small needle, and I used a different needle to knit back because I needed a tighter needle, and this one must have fallen.
Oh.
When I
Okay.
knit it, when I
That
don't know,
could
it just fell.
explain needles on the floor.
Needles on
That's
the
like flowers
But I was
on
looking
the
for this.
wall.
So
It don't bother me at all. Smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo. That's what I do. Oh,
Cool.
sorry.
Sounds good to me.
Hey, Tom.
Anyway, this is my favorite needle, which is an Addi Turbo Rocket, and I love the material. It's nice and slick. The point is nice and blunt. I love the cord. I love the join. It's an excellent needle.
Well, if you're abandoned and you bend it, you could catch fish with it.
I could. So, yeah, my favorite is Addi Rockets. And a lot of you like Addi Rockets, but oh my gosh, the majority of you are Chalgo needle users, which is amazing. I have a pair of 12-inch Chalgoos to do color work, and they're fine. They've been working out okay for me.
Okay, let's move on here.
I know you're getting hot. All right, so I have another giveaway for this week. This is another box from Knit Crate, and this is very pretty.
Ooh.
The theme is, again, modern primary for this past month, and the yarn means it's recording.
Oh, okay.
The yarn is from Knitology. Very beautiful.
Yeah, I like
full
that.
tones.
The blue and green. Oh, I like that's my favorite colors.
Really?
Together, yeah.
And I like the rust, or like gold.
Oh, it's thick too. That's
It's nice and thick. I should have given this to you.
No, that's nice.
It is very nice.
Beautiful color.
It is a, what kind of weight is this? This is worsted, which is not, bouncy worsted. 180 yards for 100 grams, which is almost an Aran weight. Let's see. Yeah, it's 100% superwash merino.
That's
So,
huh.
100% merino yarn.
It looks
Beautiful.
nice. Doesn't look bad. What do they call them? Worsted.
Worsted?
Yeah, that's what they, in
The
Brooklyn, that's
worst?
what, when you don't like something or it's awful, you call it worsted.
Really? Well,
It's the worsted movie I ever saw.
are you being serious?
Well, some people in Brooklyn talk like that.
Do they? Okay, well, you're not from Brooklyn, but I'm
No.
sure you interacted with many Brooklynites.
I spent a lot of time in Brooklyn,
I bet you did.
East New York, and all those places.
Do we have any stories?
Not that I can repeat on.
Oh, yeah, I know. Rich had a very colorful childhood. Anyway, so, yeah, worsted is a weight of yarn.
Okay. No, I know
It's
that.
thicker
I was
weight.
just goofing.
And actually, it's also a term for how a yarn is spun. So if a yarn is spun without a lot of air trapped in it and very smooth, like this yarn, it's called It's called a worsted spun yarn. Not to get confusing, because it's very confusing. Because a worsted spun yarn could be any weight. It could be lace weight all the way up to chunky weight. It doesn't necessarily have to be the worsted weight. I know, it's very confusing.
Nice color. I like the green and blue.
Oh my God, I feel so bad now.
Okay, now you can win one skein of...
I could... You sure you don't want it? I'll give something else away.
You already said it's a giveaway, give it away.
I'll give something else away.
No,
I have lots of yarn.
No, that's beautiful yarn and it's for those people. Please, give it away. You can always knit, you can always dye me some. I don't want the gold in it. I just want the blues and greens.
Oh, okay. So that's a good compromise. So next knit ritual, I'll dye this beautiful teal, blue, and actually it's a green, teal, and blue. Cool. Okay. So to win this beautiful 2 skeins of worsted weight yarn that Rich really loves, let's see. Why don't you come up with a question?
I need time to think about things.
How about your favorite cocktail?
Yeah.
No?
A knitting thing. Seeing how this is a knitting show.
All right. Since we were talking about weight of yarn, what is your favorite weight of yarn to knit with? My favorite weight of yarn is fingering weight because I just love how the garments and the shawls that it produces are nice and lightweight, and I love fingering weight yarn. My second favorite yarn is lace weight, and lace weight and fingering weight have I love knitting with lace weight yarn. A lot of people don't. They call it nose hair. I adore lace weight, and I have some lace weight sitting next to my computer right now. I don't know how it got there. It just kind of jumped out of my stash and is saying, knit me. So, I don't know. I'm in the mood to cast on some lace weight yarn. But anyway, tell me what weight of yarn you love to knit with. Okay. Or crochet with. Because I have crocheters who are telling me about their crochet needles too, which is amazing. All right. You can put that over there. Thank you, sweetheart.
I could put more.
Let's show your knitting.
My knitting?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of people said you should knit some things for your little friends.
Oh.
Your little co-hosts. Pork Chop and Gordon. Oh no!
What are you doing in my knitting bag? You're not supposed to be hiding in there.
She's hiding in Richie's liquor knitting bag. Are you drunk?
No, I want to make sure I got on the show. Well, you're on the show, so say hello. 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 Ooh, ooh. Can we sing a song? Huh? You want to sing a song? What do you want to sing? Huh? All right. Just a quick one. All right? Okay. She wants to do a song.
You can do a song. It's okay.
We are poor little lambs who have lost our way. Ba, ba, ba. We are a little black sheep who have gone astray. Ba, ba, ba. All right, that's it. Oh, thank you. All right, good. You sit here and watch the show, okay?
You're very talented, Pork Chop.
Yes, she's pretty talented. Oh, look, there's knitting in here.
Oh, yes.
And something in a sock. Oh, that's my yarn.
That's your yarn.
Okay, here we go.
In your little holder.
Anyway, it keeps getting bigger somehow.
You're in the middle of a row.
Oh, I'm in the middle of a row even.
Oh my gosh,
Whoa.
you're like a great podcaster. You're in the middle of a row.
Yes, a middle. Don't throw me off the seat. They can't see it from there. That's too bad. It's looking pretty good.
So do you know what you're knitting? Can you explain?
Can I explain what I'm knitting?
What are you knitting?
A shawl.
A shawl. What shape is it?
It's like that.
It's a triangle.
A triangle.
It's okay.
An odd triangle.
Yeah.
But well, I think I made a mistake. Did I? Maybe I didn't. What would
No. You look fine. No, you don't have. You have to go this way.
Oh, that's right. I was doing these things, and I think I screwed up. Does it look screwed up?
I don't know. I'll look at it later.
Okay. I wasn't sure. When I'm not sure, I stop because I don't want to screw anything up anymore.
That's perfect. You are doing such a nice job. I'm so proud of you.
It takes a long time to do these rows.
Yes, and then they'll take longer and longer.
I know.
As it gets bigger and bigger.
But I can't do it inside. I can only do it out here because I can't see anything inside.
I know.
I mean, the knit. I can see fine out here, and I can see fine, but it's just dark thread, dark house.
Yeah, you have dark.
Doesn't go
you
over.
have dark.
Needles, dark
thread. Needles and dark
house.
thread.
Yeah.
And our house is very dark.
Yeah.
So, well, you're gonna finish it. You're gonna finish it at the lake house.
Oh, definitely at the lake house. It'll be done.
Because we're gonna have a lot of downtime at the lake house. We're going away to our lake house. It's not ours. We rent it in late September, early October. So we'll be there for 2 weeks, and we have lots of knitting time. So excited! It's gonna be awesome.
That's very nice. It's coming along.
It does.
When we add the colors, we get further down the row.
Oh yeah, at the end.
Okay.
You gotta wait a ways. It's gotta get much bigger.
Oh.
When you pretty much finish this and then knit a little bit more, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh well.
Yep.
Well, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, you've been doing great. I'm so proud of you. I've only been knitting on 2 things.
No wonder it's so hot.
So, speaking of stopping in the middle of a row, just before I recorded, I was knitting on this, and I realized I was in the middle of the row, so I finished the row so I could show you guys. So I could stretch it out.
Yeah,
so,
you can stretch it out.
Yeah.
It's the only bad thing about showing it's in the middle.
I love this. I adore it. Oh, thank you, yarn holder helper. This is the Maytham shawl by Helen Stewart. I adore it. And it actually should be held this way, really, because this is...
Oh, there we go. It looks much better that way.
Yeah. So this is a half pie shawl, which means that you increase the stitches by... You actually double the stitches a certain number of rows. So I'm getting to the point where I'm doubling the stitches again. So right now I have about 250 on here. I'm going to be doubling it to over 500. And then it's going to take me a while. So when I finish the blue section, I think I only have 6 rows. I'll be doubling the stitches, and I'll be adding in the tan section again. So the tan yarn is Voolenvine yarns in the I Am No Bird colorway, and the blue yarn is my hand-dyed yarn in the Russian blue colorway, and I think they look beautiful together. And I hope I have enough. This is not all I have. I have another, like...
suicide knitting.
No, I have another 60-gram ball, and this is about 20 grams. I have almost a full skein left to finish it. It should be enough. If it's not, we'll just maybe knit less at the bottom. It'll be fine. It will be fine.
Okay. Oh, and when I finish my shawl, I'm going to knit a scarf for pork chop and a hat for Gordon.
You should start it now, because then you won't get bored knitting. Maybe you could do it on lighter colored needles and lighter yarn, so you could see it inside.
Well, I don't know how to do a hat. We'll start with the scarf, but it's only going to be a little skinny scarf.
That'll be really easy. So let's do it. I have a lot of yarn in my stash.
Okay.
So we'll figure something out.
And you'll have to show me how to start a hat for Gordon.
You'll have to do it you could do it on DPNs. Like on the sock you've been knitting. Rich has a sock on the needles. He hasn't touched it, but he learned how to do DPNs really quickly.
Yeah, that would probably be a good way to do it.
Double pointed needles. Perfect. Okay, so that's that.
Hey, Gordon, want a hat that looks like a sock? No? Oh.
Okay, so my Comfort Fade Cardi. Oh my goodness. I finished the sleeves, sort of.
Is that where you ripped it out the other day?
I did. I ripped out the bottom because I wanted to make it a little bit longer. So I did. I added about 1 inch at the bottom. And I also finished the sleeves, kind of. Finished them, but what I did was I knit the sleeves inside out so I could... Remember I did that? So I could knit every row instead of purl every row. Well, The problem is when you do that, then when you're doing garter stitch and fading, the fade isn't correct. So this is too stripy really. So I just have to rip out, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to rip out about 10 rows and just fix that on each sleeve. Not a big deal. So what I'm doing is I'm ripping out and I'm doing garter stitch on the public side so it won't be so stripy. Because I was doing it on the wrong side before. Live and learn.
The sun went in.
It's okay.
Hopefully storm clouds won't show up.
I hope. Oh my gosh,
inside.
that would
I don't want
stink.
to go inside and finish this.
No, me neither. That would be really stinky. We did that once. We had a storm, and we.
You get a storm
Remember
almost
that?
every day here.
Yeah.
It's raining.
Well, so far so good. So the other bad thing is I have a horrible case of cast-on-itis because I am almost finished.
Don't give it to me.
I know. I don't want it's catching. Trust me. So I don't want to cast on anything new until I finish at least one of these 2 big projects I have on the needles. I tend to knit big projects. Big projects just hold my attention. You're not going to see me knit a lot of small projects. So I have a list of 10 sweaters that I would love to cast all of them on now, but I can't. I'll talk about more about that later. However, I bought this beautiful yarn at SSK, actually at, where did we go?
Nashville.
One of the shops in Nashville. I can't remember which one it was. I'll put it in the show notes. But anyway, might have been a darn good yarn. But I have never ever before tried Quince & Co. So this is 3 skeins of Quince & Co. yarn. And it is in the owl base, which is a worsted weight.
Worsted weight.
However, it is not a worsted spun yarn.
Oh, okay.
It is a woolen, W-O-O-L-L-E-N, I believe is how you spell that. It is a woolen spun yarn. See how fuzzy it is?
Mm.
And yeah.
No, I like the stuff you're giving away much better.
Yeah, I know. It's beautiful.
It's softer.
Yes, this is
It's a little rough.
This is
Too
rustic.
rough for me.
Too rough for you? Well, I bought 3 skeins thinking I'll do some color work with it because I just couldn't pick. And Skeindeer Knits just put out her latest Selbu Mitten club, and I thought I would knit these. Speedy Selbu Mittens. Now, the sample was knit with an Aran weight because weights of yarn are not standardized anywhere, which is, I'm trying to think, like 5 yards less than this per 50 yard gram. I think that this would work fine. So I only need 2 skeins.
Oh.
Do you want mittens? You could wear these as mittens, right?
Yeah, those fine mitten colors.
Do you want, if they fit you, I don't know. I'd have to go up a needle size. We'll see. Now, I could try it on size 9s maybe. We'll see how the fabric looks. So, they're cute, right?
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly you can knit them in one sitting.
Well, I guess it depends where you're sitting.
And
How long you're sitting for.
and it depends on how fast you knit, and I am not a fast knitter. Certainly not with color work.
I'd be lucky if I got the tip done.
So what color would you like? The rust and oatmeal?
Yeah.
I like that too. Or the blue and oatmeal.
Oh, the blue and oatmeal.
You like the blue better?
Yeah, I like blue better.
Okay. Well, blue is definitely your color. Okay, so I think I may cast these on. I'm still working on those other little mitts. They're fingering weight. I haven't touched them in a while. I have to get back to those. But yeah, I thought this would be a fun, quick project, maybe to cure some of my startitis, because again, I have 10 sweaters I want to cast on right now, including the rose cardigan that I didn't want to knit, and now I'm obsessed with it. Why? I don't know. It's like in my brain now. I want to cast it on. Maybe because Kristen cast it on.
Mm.
And she cast it on with her black yarn, her forget what she calls her black color. And the black on the arms looks so cool. So I was thinking of doing like a deep purple one. Ugh. Anyway, I have it in my brain and I can't get it out.
Okay.
It's driving me crazy. Speaking of
Cool thing.
yarn.
Oh, what did you dye?
Okay, can you hold that
Whoa.
for me? Oh my gosh. Is he sitting on my shoulder?
Oh, yeah, he wants to.
Don't bite me. Hello, Gordon. Oh my gosh, such a conversationalist.
I know,
you are.
he hasn't learned
Oh,
much
so
yet.
he wants to see the yarn?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You want to
okay.
see the yarn?
Oh, cool. Okay.
That's what
All
you
right,
want,
so-
a hot parrot on your shoulder.
All right, so I have a story about this skein. This is one of my Halloween skeins. And you named it Nightmares. I named it Nightmare on Elm Street. And the other day I was labeling. So you see I have a label on it. And I have a label maker because I don't write very well. My handwriting is horrible. So I can't write the colorway names in hand on my... I'm never going to get through this. Oh, he likes me today.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Why don't you sit over here and play with the cat?
Oh, thank you.
No, come on.
No? Okay, goodbye. Anyway, so
Oh, sorry.
I was labeling this skein of yarn, and I was typing it in. I have a label maker on the label maker software that I have on my computer, and I typed it in quick, and I looked up at the screen, and it said, instead of saying Nightmare on Elm Street, it said Knitmare on Elm Street.
Well, that's not so bad.
So no, I kept it. I'm like, oh my God, that's genius. So this skein is now renamed again. It is on my website as Knitmare on Elm Street. And I think it's beautiful. It's just very subtle, like blacks and tans and a little bit of orange speckles. I love it. And I think I'm going to do some Freddy Krueger themed yarn this Halloween. I have some ideas. Okay, so that's that. And then I have a Halloween bag this week. First bag, yay! Fall has to get here fast, please, 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 please.
It's scary.
Okay, so this is my Halloween bag, the first one of the year, and I adore it. It has so many, like, Victorian type
Yeah.
spooky things on it.
What's that? It's like an excited handkerchief.
What? Oh my God. All right. Look at the handkerchiefs between number 13.
It's excited.
I think I'm going to name the episode Excited. Oh my God. So this is the yarn that I dyed
Oh.
to match. Should I name it Excited for Halloween?
Oh, you can name it whatever you want.
I don't know. What do you think? Let's name it Excited for Halloween. For the excited bag. Handkerchief bag. It's too hot. That's what's happening. Our brains are being affected. But I like this. Excited for Halloween. Which I very much am. Because it better be cooler than it is now.
Good luck.
Okay, so now this is like what I'm going to show you next is one of my most favorite colors I have done all year. I absolutely adore it. I mean, I love light, beautiful, like girly colors. I love them. But this one, you guys, I'm smitten. As a matter of fact, another cast on I want to do is this color, Slutty Pumpkin, and then another skein of yarn that I have from Kristen, one of her Halloween colorways. But anyway, here it is. I love it. So this is Halloween Town.
Halloween Town.
Doesn't it look like if you were going to go to a town and it was named Halloween Town, what you'd see? I just adore these colors.
Oh, wind gap.
Oh my God. We've been watching Broken Pieces?
Sharp objects.
I always call it, why do I call it? We've been watching Sharp Objects, and I always call it Broken Pieces. I don't know why. Anyway, it's an HBO show. If you have HBO, it's awesome. It's scary as heck. But anyway. So this is Halloween Town. And I have it on Posh, and I have it on Trendy. And all of these colors and the bag will be available in my shop update on Wednesday, August 8th, 2018. So, you guys know, every Wednesday I do an update. So if you want to check at 8 o'clock every week, this is the newest color. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Okay, and then this is my other Halloween color that I dyed last year but did again this year, and this is I Put a Spell on You from the movie Hocus Pocus. The song, one of the songs. I Put a Spell on You, and I love it. Okay. I have 2 skeins of Castaway Key in a DK base.
You won't put your knitmare
on I can't even say it.
knitmare.
Knitmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, Tom's falling in love with it, I think.
Oh dear, we don't want it near Tom. Okay, so I have a new base called my Sporty base, and it is sport weight yarn, and I think sometimes when I feel a yarn base, I get excited to cast it on. And this one, that's why I want to knit the Rose Cardigan, because it's in a sport weight base, and this is my sport weight yarn, and I'm really dying to dye up a purple colorway. Let me know if you are interested in that. But anyway, I dyed up some fall colors on this sporty base, and I have 4, which would be enough for a sweater. This is earthen, very earthy, earth-toned colors. So earthen. And this is in my sporty base. This would be enough for a sweater, I would think. Just about. So, not for the Rose Cardigan, but I do have a kit with this in it.
Ooh.
And here's another set of lighter colorways on the sporty base. Enough for a sweater, ready to ship. And this is Golden Hour. If you love these gold colors. Okay, that is it. I am sweating bullets. I don't know if you guys can see, but I am perspiring.
Oh.
I am.
It's hot. It's very humid.
It's
been
humid. So I'm gonna go get my bikini on, and I'm gonna jump in the pool.
Ooh, and I'll catch you.
You will. Okay, I think that's it. I'm dying.
It's hot. It's time.
So anyway, you can find all of everything that I spoke about on my website, knitstyleyarns.com. You can contact me at Sharon@knitstyleyarns.com if you need anything. At this point, before I get busy in the fall, if you want a custom order, let me know. Oh, I also I did a custom order for somebody in my Caribbean hideaway colorway for a fading point, and I took a photo of it before I mailed it out to her, so I'll put that up here. If you're interested in that, I can do that for you as a pre-order. I might put that up as a pre-order listing tonight. So That's it.
That's it. That sounds good.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Sounds good. You know what? I think we should go swimming and then do some knitting.
What about dinner?
Dinner. Well, we ate already. We had lunch.
Oh, that's right. We ate.
Are you hungry?
No. I was wondering why I wasn't hungry yet. Oh,
That's
I only
why.
had a little flatbread, but I'll have cereal.
I'm going to have a sandwich for dinner. Anyway.
That's
All
right.
right. So let's end the show.
Okay.
Have a great week.
Yes, enjoy yourself. Stay cool. And,
Wait.
oh,
Knit something beautiful.
or don't knit anything.
Or crochet something beautiful. And cheers.
I'm sitting on a box there now. Good way to start off our show.
Oh
Almost
my
fall. You gotta
God.
move your chair back there, baby. Sorry.
Oh my God.
You're hanging off the
I'm
thing.
hanging off the deck.
That's not too swift. There.
Well, that's a good one for the blooper reel. Just let me make sure the microphone's on. I'm pretty sure it's on, but I just want to
It better
double
be
check.
on or you're going to get beat up.
I'm cutting that out. Honest to God.
Oh, no, that was bad.
That was bad.
We're looking for
A skein of yarn I'm missing.
no yarn. You're cutting this all out, I hope.
Oh, I got it. Of course I am. The power of editing. It only records for 30 minutes and then it stops.
We've been recording that long.
Yeah, we have 30 minutes. Our shows are usually like between 30 and 40 minutes, which is
Okay.
perfect. Okay, so let's smile.
Okay.
Smile and do our thumbnail. Smile.
Okay, let's go.
It's actually going to be today, Wednesday, August 8th. Or sew something beautiful. Craft something beautiful. I don't know. Anyway. Sweat.